So, welcome back. My next guest is Bob Nelson, and he's the president of a national retail consulting company. It's called Power Retailing. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Carol. Nice to see you.
Well, tell everybody a little bit about what you do, how you can help people in your area of expertise, and what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. We've been in business for about 30 years, or actually over 30 years. We're a retail consulting company, and we specialize basically with struggling retailers or people who want to retire or have an exit strategy. You know, everybody has an opening to their business and everybody has an ending. And many times people have been in business 30, 40, 50 years and they finally want to retire and they want to maximize their assets. So they call us. We provide a strategic plan for them to put on a sale to the public that will generate as much as 100 to 150% return on their inventory so that they can walk away from their business successfully.
Now, you've written a book.
Yes.
The book is The Ultimate Store Closing Strategy. Stop being stuck with cost eating up your profits. There's a lot of different things about it. We're going to talk about the book today, and I just want you to talk a little bit about it too right now.
Okay. What happens, Carol, is many retailers, they get stuck in their business. And what happens, in today's world, it's a lot more competitive than it used to be. I'll never forget the day that I was in Tucson, Arizona, probably 25 years ago. And sitting next to a gentleman, we were having some Mexican food and a margarita. And I said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "I'm from Atlanta, Georgia." And I said, "Oh, I'm familiar with Atlanta. I used to live there." I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm with Home Depot." And I said, "Oh, that's great." I said, "What's the reason that you're here?" He said, "Well, we're going to start opening up Home Depots throughout the West Coast, and our job is to kill the little retailer." Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what's happened to the independent retailer today. You know, you used to have your little grocer, you used to have your independent men's store, women's store, regardless the size of the town, theaters, drugstore, whatever. Well, they've pretty well disappeared with the giants of the Costcos and the Amazons today. It's really difficult to compete, and it's kind of a new world with the internet. And the retailer today has to be a lot smarter and sharper to compete and survive in today's economy.
Sure. Now, what we're going to do this a little differently than the last time. I want to put out your information, which is the website is powerretailing.com. The phone number to call him for a consultation. You must do consultations with everyone.
Of course, we give free consultation.
Right. So the phone number is 480-460-1980, and everybody has to have an exit strategy. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you find that people meet?
Well, every store has different challenges, and every store has different goals. Some people want to retire and, you know, move on to greener pastures. Some people, they just want to change in their life. And really, it's interesting that there's a lot of young people who want to start a family, but they've been in business. They find it too stressful, or they can't raise a family at the same time. So there's just, you know, there's a lot of challenges. Maybe they're in debt. Maybe they've got a divorce. Maybe they're just tired of the business. Maybe it's losing money. Maybe sales are slow. There's, you know, everybody's different. Everybody has a different reason, and we basically walk them through the steps to solve their problem.
But successfully.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Because you and I talked, and some people, and I wanted you to tell them why, and there's a lot of people that do this, they actually just leave it. They drop things. They drop the you know.
Well, that's pretty crazy. Yeah,
but they do.
Yeah, listen, I had a lady call me a couple of years ago. She told me she was the #1 ladies golf store in her town. I called her back in 2 weeks and found out that she had absolutely just vacated the building. But you see, that like I said, everybody's different. A lot of people maybe will go through a bankruptcy. A lot of people may just exit their business, but that's few and far between. For the most part, what they want is a proven plan that will work, because most people are pretty honest and they want to hold their reputation and their integrity.
Well, let me ask you something. How long have you been doing this? A long time.
Over 30 years, 1984.
Since 1984. He's even written a book for you guys out there. When is it time?
Well, the time, it's an emotional experience for many people. And the time is when you're ready, okay? I mean, you can't, some people even want to exit when they're making money. So it's really just a personal decision that they have to make with their family or with themselves to have a peace of mind. And
So it's not usually, or is it, when they start their business, and when is the right time to sort of make the plan? Is it when they're ready? Is it when they're thinking about it? Or is it something that they should actually start thinking about even as they're creating it?
well, theoretically, most people in the real world, people don't think about exiting their business. They think about opening a business, and it's kind of hard to start thinking about closing your business. It's kind of like
At the same time.
it's kind of like losing a baby.
Right.
They kind of make up their mind relatively fast, and then that's when they give us a call. And now some people do make plans. We've had people that will call us a year ahead, but for the most part, they call us and say they're ready.
Now, your phone number, if they do free consult, he does a free consultation. He's been doing it for 30 years, 480-460-1980. It's powerretailing.com. We have 2 minutes. So some of the different things that every business obviously needs a comprehensive plan.
Right. Now, we do this throughout the United States and Canada, okay? We've done it for thousands of stores on almost every type of retail store. Doesn't matter their size. It doesn't matter, the quality, or not the quality, but the size of their inventory. So, we've been doing this for 30 years, and we don't give them theories. We give them an actual blueprint for success.
And for the last question, again, when you are ready, you're going to be ready. You could be thinking of retiring or whatever it is. How do you do this for them so that it becomes successful, even if they're losing money?
Well, okay. First of all, we take them step by step. And again, we have a formula and a blueprint for success. First of all, we have to know what the patient looks like, meaning the storefront, their reputation, how long they've been in business, what their inventory looks like, and so on and so forth. And then from there, we give them the advertising formats that are very, very powerful. We give them the strategy. We give them the plan, all the tools and techniques that kind of work into solving their problems.
Well, you know what, guys? There's always a time that you have to exit. And you may not be thinking about it right now, but you should be maybe putting those plans into implementation. Also, if there's anybody out there that is ready to go, or maybe you're losing some money, you never know what the reasons are. Medical, it can be so many different things. He does a free consultation. He's been doing it for 30 years. The phone number is 480-460-1980. It's powerretailing.com.